This is a quick video to demonstrate an interesting phenomenon. When it comes to lubing your switches, which specific lube you use makes a big difference on how the switch sounds. I knew that it made a big difference on how it feels, but what wasn't as obvious to me, and maybe you already knew this, but what surprised me a little bit was how much it affects the sound. Now these three switches were all lubed with greases. This one on the far left was lubed with a Super Lube multi-purpose grease, which contains PTFE and a synthetic base. This middle one was lubed with Turbosis 3204, and this one on the end was lubed with kind of a generic Chinese PFPE and PTFE grease that's kind of, I think it's kind of similar to a 205G0, and so you can hear they sound quite a bit different. So to my ears, it sounds like the thicker you go with the lube, the more kind of muffled the switch sounds. With the, but I'm not really sure, because I think the Super Lube multi-purpose grease is NLGI grade 2, so really it shouldn't be thicker, or it shouldn't be thinner, I should say. It should actually be, theoretically, should be thicker than Turbosis 3204. So I'm not really sure exactly what's going on here. Maybe it's just the lubes that have greater lubricity also decrease the noise more, but definitely this one's the loudest, and you can hear the scratch noise the most. This is the Super Lube multi-purpose grease, and the middle one, Turbosis 3204, much quieter, and then on the end, the thicker fluorinated grease is it's hard for me to tell if it's quieter. It might be a touch quieter. It sounds about the same loudness wise, but it feels a little bit more I don't know, it feels really similar actually. It's hard for me to tell the difference. I'm not sure if I can tell the difference. So I've also noticed that if I go even thinner with the lube, if I use something like a VPF 1514, which I've only tried on a couple switches, I haven't done a whole keyboard with it, but I've noticed that also sounds a little louder to me. So hopefully that will help you when you're selecting your lube to remember that it's going to make a big difference to how your switch sounds.